In this video, I just wanted to explain what the tape measure's for. It's actually not used to measure things, so obviously this kit's about forming really strong understandings of two-digit numbers, and so with the tape measure, it's just a really beautiful linear representation of numbers to 100 or 150 on the centimetre side, and on the flip side goes up to 60 inches. So I guess you've just got to pick where your child's ready to work from. I guess these numbers are bigger in that way. I think the other side's probably a little bit more helpful because the 10s are broken up into black and white, so each 10, so they can see those groups of 10 will help them for more efficient counting down the track. So I guess the first starting point you can do, so working with the concrete, is just getting your child to run their finger along and stop at a certain point, so it could be 40, so look between 0 and 40. What's the middle number? What's halfway point? They might say 20, how did you know? You know, they could do things like actually folding it in half and then realising where the halfway point is that way, saying that. So just getting that sort of middleness. If they're going to stop at a number, they might stop at 40. What's one more than 40? 41. What's one less? 39. How do you know? How'd you work it out? 40. What's 10 more? 50. How'd you do that? And again, not working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 that way. We don't want them to count one at a time. Hopefully, more sophisticated countings going on there. You know, 5 more would be 45, and another 5 is 50. 5 and 5 make 10. Once they've sort of done that, you know, running their fingers along at certain lengths, and they're sort of working up to 100, you might get them to close their eyes, run their fingers along, and stop at a number, and then have a prediction of what number they think they've stopped at. I think I've stopped at 35, and go down there, I was 48, okay? Another way you could do it is, again, not looking or closing their eyes, get them to stop at a number. So I want you to stop at 70. And so work without looking, and then to check, well, that was pretty good, 68. So just the more they do that, they just develop that understanding of you know, what numbers become before and become after. Then obviously, once they've sort of done lots of activities using this, then you can get them to start to use an imaginary number line. And so use this blank bit of string here. And so first of all, I guess you've got to set the highest and largest number on this one. So you could say, well, this number line is going to start at 0 and it's going to end on, I don't know, let's go to 50. That's why you have 2 packs, and stop at 50. And then you could point to somewhere on there, say somewhere in the center. What number would you put there? Hopefully the child can visualize it would be 25, but again, ask them, how do you know, what makes you think that? And then you can start to sort of plot different ones. You know, what would you put here? You know, sort of a quarter of the way along, and you know, they can fold this over to work out fractionally how far you've traveled along there. And you know, they might go, well, 25, half of 25 is about 12, so maybe that's around about 12, etc., etc. So that's that good sort of visual or non-visual way they can work with the number line.